attempt all questions. Don't say that at least I've answered two. These two I know them very, very well and I've answered them. So this one I don't know it at all. Let me just leave it. Hi, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Nosgoreti Ogo. I'm a nursing student in my pronouncement here at University of Nigeria North Campus. You're welcome. Today I'll be giving you 7 tips to pass your nursing council exam in one sitting. You know you can write your nursing council exam for at least 3 times before they will tell you to go out of nursing or to reapply for your indexing again. These are 7 things that you must do if you want to pass your nursing council exam. If you are rewriting your council for a second time, just stay calm and do these things, and I can guarantee you that hey, you're gonna make it. Let's delve in immediately. Number 1 thing to do is start early, especially if you're in federal university doing your nursing. You know currently that OSCE is on strike, and you'll be like, oh no, November is still far. If you're writing your council this coming November 2022, you'll be like, no, November is still far. Therefore, you can as well wait till around maybe September. September is next month, October, November. So you have to start early to start studying if you must pass your nursing council exam. The curriculum for your council exam is very bulky. If you do not start early, you're doing yourself. Number 2, take note as you study. This is a grievous mistake a lot of students make. They study without taking notes, and by the time you ask them a question on the topic they just finished reading, you see that person tend to forget. They may not even be able to remember any single thing. For instance, after reading a topic, say nephrotic syndrome, you know that the nephrotic syndrome involves the kidney, that's the nephron to be precise. You read about the definition, signs and symptoms, complications, nursing management, medical management, pathophysiology. Read about all those things. Bring your notes and write it in your own understanding. Write it down. Draw the diagram of the nephron, all those Bowman capsule, the descendant ascending loop of Helms, and all those things that you need to draw. Draw it and label it correctly as if you're writing an exam. So that is how you study and retain more information than you just read the topic and be like, okay, I've covered this topic, let me go over to it. Unless you're already revising, be sure to take notes while you study. Third one, use the correct textbook. Some of you will go and carry pronouns to that and start reading. Make sure you check my video about, I'll put a link in the description. Check my video on books to read to pass your nursing council exam. Some people will start reading pronouns to that, reading all this big textbook. Whereas what you need for your nursing council exam is as simple as synopsis, as simple as Ukuije Volon 1 Volon 2, as simple as success tablets. They are just simple textbook that you need to read. It is very important you use the correct textbook so that you don't waste your time. Because if you go and carry Brunel, I'm not saying Brunel so that is bad, but if you go and carry Brunel so that unless you're a very, very, very fast reader, Brunel so that is very big and it goes into detail. By the time you carry it, you may be able to cover like 100 pages out of 1,000 something pages. Does that mean that you are prepared for that exam? Absolutely not. So read a textbook that will give you what you want for the exam, not a textbook that wastes all your time. If you're reading in another textbook, in all these smaller textbook, if you get confused about a passage, you can check it up in Brunat or any other bigger textbook. You use it as a reference paper, not what you read to prepare your exam. Number 4, learn time management. Especially on the exam day, you must manage your time properly. When your exam starts, they are going to share to you your OBJ and then your theory all at the same time. And one thing I must advise you is to begin with your OBJ. Begin with your OBJ. Don't start with theory. OBJ needs critical thinking, because there may be 2 confusing answers. You may eliminate 1, eliminate 2, but you have 2 confusing answers left. You'll be like, is it this one or is it this? So you need to think critically. If you start with essay, you may spend all your time writing your essay, and then by the time you hear 30 minutes left, you'll come back to your senses and start answering your OBJ. By that time, there's no time again for you to relax and answer the question correctly. By then, you're rushing. Let me just tick everything. Is that how to write an exam? So learn how to manage your time very well. Start with OBJ. Give it 45 minutes. Usually, you don't enter the exam hall with wristwatch again. But use your brain, use your sense, and know how you're answering questions. They'll tell you the exam is for 3 hours. Use less than 1 hour to write OBJ, and then go over to your theory. Usually 3 questions, but each question carry children A, B, C, D. No, those kind of things. Answer from the ones you know. Make sure you label the numbers properly. If you're answering number 1A, write it number 1A. If you're answering number 1B, don't go and waste your time trying to make sure you answer all the number 1 before you begin number 2. If you finish writing number 1A and you don't know number 1B, go over to C and see if you know it. If you don't know it, go over to D, and so on. So do not waste your time in the example. It is very, very important. Number 5, attempt all questions. It is one of the mistakes people make. That is why you need to know how to manage your time. Attempt all questions. Don't say that at least I've answered 2. These 2 I know them very, very well and I've answered them. So this one I don't know it at all. Let me just leave it. Don't leave it though. Attempt it. And one of the instructions is attempt all questions. It's go and find out the meaning of attempt. They do not say they answer all questions. They do the attempt all questions. So whether you know it, whether you don't know it, you must make an attempt. Don't leave your paper blank, because as you're leaving it blank, your failure is beginning there. Number 6, avoid examination malpractice. Because if you are caught, if they catch you, my dear, trouble is your name, because you are either rewriting that course depending on the gravity of your offense, of your malpractice. You're either rewriting it, maybe that particular paper, or they cancel all your paper, or they tell you to go out of nursing. Nursing council takes examination malpractice very, very seriously. Avoid it. Just read your books, just study. Avoid going into the exam hall with a mockery, this one, that one. Just read and you're good to go. Number 7, be confident. For your OSCE, you need confidence, even for your paper 1 and 2. You may be answering what you're answering, and then you peep through another person's paper, and what the person is answering is different from what you're answering, and you'll be like, hey, are you sure? And first of all, you don't even need to peep into another person's paper. Just answer that thing that kick into your head. What if that person is wrong and you are the correct person? Or if you now peep and you see that person is answering another thing, Jesus, are you sure I'm answering correctly? Be confident in your own self. In your OSCE, you need confidence, because it will help you to stay articulated. You won't fidget while you are performing your practicals. Number 8, remember the key things in your OSCE. For your OSCE, there are important steps that you must take in all your practical, in all your stations. That if you don't take it, you are already failing. First of all, greet your patient and introduce yourself. Take consent from the patient. Provide privacy. Wash your hands. Gather your instruments. Then you start performing the procedure. Then after performing the procedure, or make your patient comfortable, discard your instruments, wash your hands, and document. There are 9 things that you must do. These are the ones that I counted now, that I just remembered, that you must do in all your stations. If all of them involves a patient, you must do them in all your stations. So anywhere you don't do it, you are losing marks. Imagine not doing these 9 things at least. I can assure you that you are losing not less than 20 marks. I can assure you, if you don't do it in all your stations, you're losing not less than 20 marks. Do it, mention them, don't even try to forget it. Even if you don't know any other thing you're doing in your OSCE, maybe you came to a station and you don't know that particular station very well, do these 9 things at least. And then any other thing you're able to do your practical, I can assure you you're going to pass. Don't just stand there. Remember this 9 things. Practice it often before the exam. Practice it. Keep saying it to yourself. And I can assure you won't forget it. These are the 7 tips that if you follow, I can assure you you're going to do well in your nursing council exam. Stay tuned with me for my next video. I may do a part 2 of this video. If I remember some other tips, I may do a part 2. So subscribe to this channel and share the video, like, comment, ask any questions if you have any questions. And yeah, let's build this community together. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for my next video. Bye.